Let's go. Let's go. Who's first? Who's first? Who's first? Who's first? Who is first? Who's first? Jamal, my double brother, he's first. Rachel is second. Gene Coleman is third. Angela Kirkland is fourth. Lakeista is fifth. Hey, Barbara. Bernice Loman is on. Joe Griggs, good to see you, sir. Tam Tam was looking for me. And yes, I am okay. I am okay. I am okay. I promise you that I'm okay. Uh, Let me get through this. Let me see. Wait a minute. There we go. There we go. Um, Let me see. Jan Levine giving you a heart. Good to see Patricia on. Sunshine Tammy is on. Tia is on. Hello. Wow, Renee. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Ethel, thank you for joining us. And the Honorable Glenda Jones, soon on Tuesday, Glenda Jones will be sworn in as the Board of Elections member. So, yay for Glenda. Good to see Tanja Bradshaw. Hello. E. Joyce Paris is with us every single night. Good to see Mardell Carter on. Camila is on with us. Good to see you. Sister Barbara Foster is on with us. Hello. Hello, Dot Davis. Good to see you. No, Sunshine, you were early, but I was actually late. Good to see LaRonda on. Thank you for joining us. Gloria Wells is on as well. Patricia Dillon, thank you. Good to see you, as well as Tiffany. Thank you for joining us. My brother, Harry Thompson, good to see you. And Linda Kelly dialing in all the way from Reno, Nevada. Look like y'all got some bad weather out there. Good to see Aunt Ollie on with us. Jamaica Brown, thank you for joining us. As well, Patrice Hill, thank you for joining us. Good to see Marsha Lieberman. Mama Marsha is on, and she's saying hello, and so we want to make sure we find Molly. Good to see Patty on from Florida Space Coast. Always good to see her. Barbara Kaufman is on with us. Good to see you. Good to see Kathy on. Good to see you, Kathy. Good to see Barbara Dolores on with us. Lenora is on. Audrey Baker has joined us. Diana has checked in. Good to see Dr. Andrew Young with us. Good to see the Honorable Linda Wilder Bryan doing great things in Savannah's 3rd District. Good to see you as well. Mary Wright is on from Riverdale, Georgia. Thank you for joining us. And Ernestine Wells is up. Wide awake. Good to see you. Coach Cassell Bell from Jacksonville, Florida, from Duval is on. Has Rains is playing tonight, Coach? I need to know what Rains High School in Jacksonville is doing, and whether how the cheerleaders are doing. Good to see Brother Keith Kimball on as well. Good to see my real uncle Jay Javinci on. Good to see you, sir. Hope you are doing well. And good to see Pam Mines on. Pam, as you all know, is the wife of Pam is my cousin, but we like her husband better. We decided that at the family reunion just a couple of weeks ago. So, we like Pam a whole lot. Pam is blood, but we love Perry. We love Perry. Good to see Cassandra Harris on. Thank you for joining us. Matter of fact, I'll be speaking at First African this Sunday. You get a chance to come by. Good to see Catherine Grant on with us. And yes, Marsha, I understand Molly's preparing, but nothing gets in the way of Friday Night Live. Nothing. So Molly better pop on before we get off. And all right, so Coach, they say Rains is playing, so What's the score? We need to know what's going on with that. So good to see Terry Mobley on. Hope you're doing well, Terry. C. Nicole has joined us after a real long time. Good to see Twiggy on. Thank you for joining us. And guess what? Laura Renee Smith has joined us. Wow, all the way um, from Pennsylvania. So good to see you as well. And Coach Cassell Bell is coaching the cheerleaders, but she is in Tallahassee right now with Reigns of Jacksonville. So good to see that as well. And of course, always good to see John Alameda on. Good to see you, sir. Good to see Barbara Pinckney. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Linda, I am speaking, I think at 10 o'clock on Sunday. Pastor Tillman is on sabbatical, so I come there once a year. I'm speaking at First African Baptist Church at 10 a.m. at First African downtown in Franklin Square. Good to see Sarita on. Thank you for joining us. And the score in live from Tallahassee, score is 6-6 at the start of the fourth quarter. Good to see Joyce Mitchell on. Thank you. Good to see Julia Bright Dink is on as well. And let me see. Let's see. And as you know, Sister Tillman says that everybody's invited at 10 a.m. If you want parking, you want to be there like at 9:30. But 10 a.m. at First African Baptist Church. Of course, all of you are invited to join us at First African. I am delivering the morning message, and so I'm so appreciative for Pastor Tillman always for the last several years, probably 10 years or so, giving me the opportunity to offer a message. So thank you very much. John Alameda, thank you, sir. Good to see. Of course, Liberty City's best and Liberty County's best. This time, Sarah Stevens from Liberty County, who lives in Liberty City, is in Liberty County for her family reunion. Shouts out to Sarah Stevens' family. Good to see Royce on with us. Sharon Chisholm has joined us. Thank you so much. Good to see Jeanette Jenkins, who's on with us every week. Lita is on with us as well. Good to see Dr. Priscilla Williams on. She celebrated a birthday recently. So thank you so much. And Thelma Gowire from Clio says hello. Hello, Mother Thelma. Good to see you. And good to see Dot on as well. Good to see Dennis. Dennis had a birthday as well. So, hey, Dennis, y'all go ahead and y'all show Dennis some love for his birthday. Happy birthday, Dennis. Hope you had a good one as well. Denise Hall has joined us. And yes, I did come by this great birthday celebration for Mr. Holloway and Miss Albright. Good to see you. Jacqueline is coming our way for her family reunion. Thank you very much. And Laura, I know you're living right. That's why I know you're not hiding from somebody. You pay your taxes and you do the right thing. Good to see Kathy Grant on. Thank you for joining us. There he is, Perry Mons, my cousin. Perry, good to see you, cuz. Hope you're doing well. One love. Good to see Lisa Wiggins on with us as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good to see Molly Lieberman has joined us. Molly has joined us. Molly has joined us. And so thank you, Molly, in the midst. I know you have a big celebration going on tomorrow, but you know nothing gets in the way of Friday night date night. Nothing. We also want to send a big shout out. Laura had a birthday this week on the 15th. Laura turned years old. Happy birthday, Laura. Years old. Yes, you did have a birthday. Happy birthday. Hope you had an excellent, excellent day. Yeah, I know she had a great day. Let me see.
All right.
Let's see. Um, and Michelle and Mr. Bill are on. Thank you. Julia Carla is watching. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Um, Jean Coleman had a birthday on the 16th. Happy birthday, Jean. Y'all wish Jean a happy birthday as well. I'm sending her some love on here as well. Jean Coleman had a... Let me see. Who else? Debbie Williams Walker. Debbie Williams Walker is on the road, and fortunately, she pulled over to be safe for Friday night date night. And so, to all the August babies, as Jeanette Jenkins says, happy birthday to all of you. Shauna Kennedy is on. I want to send her some love. Y'all send her some love as well. Julia, thank you for what you did. I appreciate that. Chad Howard is on. Happy Friday to you as well. And Molly was buying hot dogs. We understand, but as you also know, nothing gets in the way of Friday Night Live, right? Nothing gets in the way of that. Nothing. You could always turn around later on and do what you're going to do after Friday Night Live. So I want to make sure we got that right. Let's make sure our priorities are set up. I know you got a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow, Molly, but, we need you here. And Sabrina Scales has joined us as well. And Laura says she'll tell me, no. Laura, you older than me. You are older than me. Shauna went to Carrie Hilliard's and had the grilled salmon. So good. Happy 41st wedding anniversary to Kathy Brown Grant and Mr. Grant. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary. So we will wish Kathy a happy anniversary. Joyce has joined us. Happy blessings to you. And let's see. Sean, I'm going to talk about that. Andrew, good to see you, Drew. Thank you for joining us as well. Let's see. And Mr. Bill and Michelle will be married for 23 years. Congratulations to you. Always good to see all of you. Lily Reddick has joined us. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us as well. And Pam, we love you. I mean, Pam, I'm telling everybody, I love my cousin Pam. We all love our cousin Pam. Pam is a wonderful, amazing person. Our family loves Pam. All right? We love Perry more. And so we are glad that you married Perry, because if you didn't marry Perry, we wouldn't have Perry. But now that we have Perry, we decided we like Perry more than we like you. We like you a lot. We love you. We just love Perry more. So if y'all ever divorce, we're going to take Perry. In the divorce decree, the family reunion has decided we're going to take Perry. So don't get divorced. You will never have to worry about that. Happy 87th birthday to Dorothy Williams Sweetland. Happy 87th birthday as well. Thank you. And anyway, Laura, I am ignoring you. It's Joe. It's salmon. Sometimes I'll look salmon. It's salmon. All right, salmon. Good to see you. Richard Dink is on, and Joya Dink is on, and I do have my Rayovac batteries operated flashlight from 30 years ago. I have it. Ernestine is telling me be nice to Pam, or I will be nice to Pam because Ernestine told me to do so. Let me see. All right, Linda says, we love Pam's cousin. Yeah, of course you do. Um, Let me see. Of course, LaRonda, we appreciate that. And I'm going to talk about that, Shauna, in a minute. Good to see Miss Albernia Jackson on. Always good to see you. Good to see Reverend Thomas Hart. Oh, wow. Krista Kaufman has joined us. So we have Barbara Kaufman and Krista Kaufman. We have Mama Lieberman and Molly Lieberman on. And we have both Dinkins on. So we're happy about all of that as well. Joe says, I say tomato. He says tomato. And always great to see our 99 and holding, always keeping it 100. Let us show some real love to Miss Sadie Campbell, who is on. Always great to see her, 99 years old. We love Miss Sadie, and she is lighting Facebook up. Always good to see her. Angie Johnson is on with us as well. Cynthia Moore is on. Ruel Francis has joined us as well. And that's right, Julia Dinkins is on. We got that as well. And Shauna has her batteries on as well. And we're just so happy that you have joined us. I know we got started a little bit late. I was running a little bit late. A lot going on. Good to see Kwanzaa Austin on as well. Just a lot going on, as you all know. But I'll get to it in a minute. So it's Friday, and you know what happens on Friday. And first of all, you know when it's Friday, what do we do on Fridays? It is Friday Night Live. Yes, again, another Friday. We've been blessed to see another Friday night. Joyce Overton is on with us. Good to see you. And so here we are. We want you to like the page. We want you to share the page. But here we are again. It is week number what? 178 weeks. 178 straight weeks of straight love. 1,247 days of love. 3 years, 4 months, 30 days, 40 months, 30 days, every single Friday night. What is wrong with you people? The longest situationship, the longest relationship, the longest entanglement on the internet. Friday Night Live. We started in the pandemic and we've come out stronger together. Thank you all so much. Again, we could not do this without you. Without you. Every single Friday night. Every single Friday night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for being such a blessing to us. We have built community in this space. Because of our adversity, we built community, and we've come out of this holding hands stronger together. So thank you so much. We are stronger together because we are Savannah Strong. Not only those that live in Savannah, but those who live across the country. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, of course, what we do every week, we know we send love to our girl Tara. And so Cynthia almost beat me at it, but let's send out love to our girl Tara. I talked to her this week, and I'm going to get her back on. Good to see our girl Shannon McAdams, the cooking queen, on. If you ever want some good food, Shannon McAdams, the Southern Palate, is the bomb. And she cooks it all well. So love Shannon. Love having her on. Jacqueline Jones White has joined us. Good to see you. Sabrina, we are blessed by you being here. We're blessed by all of you being here. Why do we call your names? Because you're important, and we're happy that you are here. So we appreciate that. The other thing I found was interesting was hopefully you are already liking our page. Some of y'all are not liking. We've invited you to like the page. So if y'all can go ahead and like the page, we would appreciate it if you would like this page. And so always good to see all of you on 178 weeks ago, chat. Here we were. We were in this pandemic thing, and we were all together. And that's how this started. And 178 weeks later, we are still here. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But first, got to do the commercials. So the first thing I need you all to do, as you know, Y'all know I'm on this journey. I need you on this journey with me. So if you would please go ahead and like this page. Go ahead, like this page, please. Go ahead, like this page, we will be very appreciative to you if you like this page. And you know the journey we're on. So what do? It is $5 Friday as you help me to finance the mission and the vision. The vision and the mission needs financing, and so I need your help. Again, we want to leave no doubt whatsoever of what we have been able to do because we've created seats at the table for everybody. And so please, it's $5 Friday. I would be so appreciative. If you can't do it, it's fine. We still love you. No worries. If you can, if you want to do more, feel led to do more, do more. But if you could do $5, it is $5 Friday. I have been blessed by your donations. You can click on that, and we are appreciative for your $5 gifts on Friday. It all spends. And so we want to be very, very clear and very, very decisive in what it is we do. So those are your commercials for tonight, and let's get into it. First thing is this. On Sunday, I'm speaking at First African Baptist Church at 10 a.m., and that's on Franklin Square. If you want to join me and your fellow Friday Night Livers, Pastor Thurman and Lady LaWanda Tillman, certainly you're more than welcome to do so. On Monday is qualifying for the 2023 general election. And I'm announcing now that on Monday, I am qualifying to be the mayor of Savannah again. I'm qualifying again. I'm stepping into the ring, and whoever comes, let them come. Whosoever will, let them come. And so on Monday, if you're anywhere near downtown at noon, I'll be making a few comments at City Hall on the steps after I have qualified. There is a process by which you get into the race. Everybody can say they're running, but until you give them that check and until you sign your name, you are not. Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. No, Tam. No, Laura is good. Laura's good people. No, L.R. Smith, Tam. Hold up. No, L.R. Smith, I know. She's a real person, and I've known her all my life. So, no, she's good people. So L.R., Laura, you need to know that Tam doesn't play when it comes to me. And so if she thinks that you're like an op, she's coming after you. But no, Tam, no, L.R. Smith is good people. She has my back. So, she's good. So let's get the hat down and hold on to the chair. L.R. Smith is good people. Brooklyn strong, and she's a beautiful lady. And so, yeah, we good. Good to see Marjorie Young on as well. But, yeah, so we're all good. So I'm qualifying on Monday. I am getting into this race, and I am getting into this race to win. I have a story to tell. I have a story of a resilient, strong community to tell. I have a story of resilience. I have a story of favor. I have a story of Savannah strong. And so I feel if I could not be a blessing to the city, I would not be a curse. And so on Monday at 12 noon, I would have completed the qualification process to again have 4 more years of mayor of the greatest city on earth. If you are in the downtown area, or if you have nothing to do and you want to come hang out with me, I promise you it won't be no longer than 15 minutes or so. Come on down, because we're kicking this off. We're getting into the ring, and we're going hard. We're going hard to paint for our city. We're going hard to paint for our people, and it will be what it will be. So the Lord said you got to go ahead and put your part up, and so I'm gonna put my part up. Faith without works is dead. So I have faith. Now I'm gonna put it into work, and I'm gonna have. I want to have some of you there. So thank you very much. On Tuesday, Glenda M. Jones will be sworn in as the newest member of the Chatham County Board of Elections. And so we're so excited for her. We're so happy for her. We're so proud of her. Glenda is a Friday Night Liver. And so if you're available to come, I believe, I forgot where. Tell us where, Glenda, and what time. If you're around and you want to hug Glenda around the neck, it'll be at probate court at 133 Montgomery Street. Glenda will be glad to have you there. Laura, we're all good. Everybody's good. And all rise, Bishop Jacqueline Gilbert Grant has walked in, and let me tell y'all something. So on Wednesday night, was it Wednesday night? Wednesday night, sometimes you need, sometimes you got to get filled up. So I went over to be with my sister, Bishop Jackie Grant, at the Sanctuary of Praise. And boy, you want to talk about fire? Fire. Fire. What an awesome service. I was glad to be a part of the third day of that awesome convocation. It was something else. It was something else, Bishop, and I was glad to be there with you and being in that space with you and being in the place with you. I appreciate that. I appreciated being there with you. It was something else. It was something else. Good to see Mama Julia Carter on. So I want to give her some love. Y'all give Julia some love. Good to see Dana on with us as well. And Reigns scores. So Reigns is winning 13-6 in Tallahassee, Florida. And of course, Linda Wilder Bryan is back in there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep. I thank you, Miss Sabrina, for that. Yeah, this is my sixth election. I've won 5, and we're going to make this a perfect score. So we're looking forward to it. And I'm gonna be straight up. I mean, I'm gonna keep it about issues. And so, my inclination, my personality is not to be dirty. I'm not going to let people talk about me dirty either. I'm not going to let people lie on me. Don't push me, because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. So I'm in to win. 12 o'clock, Sister Tillman. 4 more years. Thank you, Mr. Lilly. I appreciate that. And again, we're going in. And so at the end of the day, it's going to be dignity over drama. If you want drama, I am not your person. If you want foolishness, I am not your person. If you want empty accusations, I am not your person. If you're for platitudes and gaslighting, I am not your person. If you want a savior, I am not your person. I cannot. I'm telling you now, if you're expecting a mayor to come in and to be able to change everything about this world and everything going wrong in your life, I am not that person. Don't vote for me. But if you want somebody who's going to get up every day with you on his mind, somebody who's going to get and work hard every single day, go to bed with you on his mind, if somebody who wants to pray for you and be there with you in good times and bad times, I have a track record. I ain't just got here. I've been here. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Thank you, Ms. Dolores. I appreciate that. And see, Laura, Tam apologize. Tam just doesn't play about me, so I love her for that. So probate court at 2:30. Glenda Jones will become an elected official in the footsteps of her mother. We're excited about that as well. Carolyn Scott has joined us as well. And I appreciate you. Miss Ernestine, thank you so much. And Bishop, you were wearing that yellow too. You were wearing it. I know you really wanted to kind of really shout a little bit, but you had that yellow on. So, but we're gonna go hard. We're gonna go hard for our city. Good to see you, Nat. Thank you for joining us, brother Trey. Good to see you as well. Lavoria is on with us. Thank you so much. We are ready. That's right, Jacqueline. Try Jesus, not me. I'm not the one. Um, but this is what we're gonna do. Good to see Mayor Pro Tem of Noonan, Georgia, Cynthia Jenkins. Good to see you, Mayor Pro Tem Jenkins. Um, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, right? So appreciate that, Gene. Thank you, thank you. And they can hate over it all day long. We're going to be dignified, and we're going to treat ourselves dignified because you deserve dignity from us. Some people that have clouds over their heads every day, everything is just wrong in their life, and no matter what it is, they don't look happy. They're not happy. They're scowling. They have nothing a kind word for anybody. That ain't me. That ain't me. That ain't me. And so we're going to work hard, and I appreciate you all for that. We will be dignity over drama. And so I know Linda Wilder Bryan, we working hard too. Reigns has won. Thank you very much. From Tallahassee, Reigns wins. Thank you, Sister Tillman. I do have receipts, and I keep that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will have no more drama. Thank you, thank you. And Paula has told me to calm down. So, woosah, 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 woosah. And thank you. Sabrina has joined us. Thank you for joining us as well. And we're looking forward. We're looking forward. We're looking forward. We're looking forward. I know. I got to calm down. You're right, Miss Jeanette. Hurt people hurt people. And Jorsette has finally joined us. We're looking for Mama Charlotte Jorsette. I'm trying to calm down, Bishop, but I'm getting ready. I mean, before you get in the ring, I mean, you're in your head and you're in your mind. And I mean, when the bell comes, whoever's in the ring, that's where it is, because I'm that passionate about my city. I'm passionate about it. And we have a record to stand on. So thank you very much. And yes, we still want your rap done, Ernestine. But I am fired up. I'm fired up. I'm fired up. I'm fired up about my city. So, all right. So let me calm down. All right, calm down. So a couple of things I wanted to talk about. So for tomorrow, we'll be laying to rest Corporal Doug Herron from the Savannah Police Department. 56 years old, died after having a medical emergency. And so we're sending out love to his family, to his wife Sherry, to his mom, Miss Lula May, and to his brother Ben Herron, and all of those. So, 56 years old. Good to see you, Miss Vernice. We're sending out love to them. Also sending out love to the family of Donna Long. Donna was good to see Charlie Patterson on. Thank you for joining us. Donna worked in our sanitation department, and basically went to sleep and didn't wake up. And so we're sending out love to her family and her family in sanitation. We certainly loved her as well. Last week we had a bunch of crazy shootings going on as well. So we had a lot of love, a lot of that as well. So, and I love you too, Miss Joyce. The fact of the matter is that we've had so far a decent year. Our crime statistics overall, hey, Miss Georgia, are low compared to other years. We recognize very clearly that this is not a police problem. This is a prayer and works problem. We pray for it to get better, and then we work for it to get better. We recognize it takes a whole a community approach. We recognize that we need police officers in the street, but we also need parents in the home. We also need mentors in the schools. And we also know we need mentors in churches. We know we need Boy Scout and Girl Scout leaders. We know we need community coaches. We know we need all that. Deanna, good to see you. It takes all of that. And so we've been able to be on. Theron Levan has joined us. So thank you, Theron, for joining us. It takes all of that. And so, we also know that during the summer, our numbers are up. Generally, this summer, the numbers have been down. But then we had this crazy weekend where everybody was shooting everybody. And, our reality is still very, very clear. Good to see the Honorable Larry Baker, the mayor of Wartowerville, Georgia, the center of Liberty County. Good to see you. And good to see First Lady Linda Baker on as well. But we recognize that, we look at these incidents and there's a couple of things. We know that when it's hot, folks tempers. That's why I don't stay out in the hot heat, because I know when it's hot, I don't want to be bothered. We also know that beyond the heat, we know it's an availability of guns. And we've had incidents where people who should not have guns are having guns. And so we know that more guns come from unlocked cars in this community than anywhere else. A gun is a privilege as well as a right, and you have, in my mind, a responsibility to secure your firearm. And so we're still finding that these guns are legal guns that are stolen from cars, which means if they're easily stolen from cars, that means that you may not be doing what you can do to secure your firearm. And so I'm going to be talking to City Council about perhaps creating an opportunity for us to do two things. First thing is that to make sure that if you're not securing your firearm, that we might need to hold you responsible for that. It's the same thing if you're in your house and you got little kids and you have a gun out. If the kid gets the gun, it's not the gun's fault, it's your fault for being irresponsible. And so, I know that's not very popular. I've heard from all the gun people, there you are blaming the gun. I ain't blaming the gun, but I'm saying if the gun wasn't there, it'd be a fist fight. And so we have to make sure that people who should not have guns don't have guns. And so you do that in a three-pronged way. First thing is that you make sure that those who cannot legally have a gun don't have a gun. That's people with mental illness. That's people who have violent tendencies, people who are under good behavior warrants and those things, that people that are involved in domestic violence, you don't have a gun. Felons, you don't have a gun. Second thing, if you do have a gun and you're involved with an illegal gun or you're pulling a trigger in my city, then that we're going to prosecute you. We're not going to coddle you. We're not going to say, well, maybe you deserve a second chance. We're telling you as a community that that is undesirable behavior. And if you are going to do that, then we want to do what we can to send you away from this community for a very long time. I don't care whose child you are. But if you're bigoted and bad enough to sit there and get caught up in gunplay, walking around with a gun, because we found guns off of 16-year-olds this week. 16-year-olds with guns this week. That's the issue. And so therefore, if you want to be irresponsible, if you want to play those games, if you want to play grown-up games, then you need to suffer grown folks' responsibilities. Because the bullet don't care what gun it comes from, and the bullet doesn't care about who shoots it. So we want to hold you responsible. And the third thing is you have to stem the availability of guns. We know that more guns come out of Georgia all across the country than anywhere else. We know that. And we know that we have a problem with guns being stolen out of cars in this community. And we know a lot of these cars are not locked. Put the doggone gun in your trunk. Put it in your pocketbook. If the gun is in your car, then what good is it to you? You might as well not even have it. If it's going to be stolen. Good to see Monir on as well. Good to see Monir from Ruin Thai. Great food over there. You ever get a chance to go by there. So, I mean, I want to start holding responsible that if you were irresponsible with your gun, then we need to hold you responsible. And if you don't report that your gun was stolen, we're going to hold you responsible. Because when we're doing the post-mortem on these guns, we're finding out that the gun was stolen. And you never reported it. The gun is a trust. Nobody's against people having guns if that's what you want to do. Fine, Second Amendment, fine, although I think a lot of people take it out of context. You take it out of context, but all right, fine. If that's what you want to do, but it does not mean that you have the right to be irresponsible with that right. You have a right to drive a car. You can't drive under the influence. You have a responsibility to be safe, and that's the point. Sabrina says her oldest brother died in 1983 as a result of gun violence. He was only 29 years old. Look at that. Look at that. 1983, 29 years old. That is now what? 93, 2003, 2013. So that's what, 40 years ago? He would have been, what, 69 years old. Look at all those years. He's been dead longer than he's been alive because of gun violence. Linda Wilder Bryan lost her son because of gun violence. So many of you on here lost your kids because of gun violence. All we're saying is if you want to carry a gun, but be responsible with the gun. And so since obviously you can't do that, then maybe we have to help you do that by creating laws to help make that happen and holding people responsible. And maybe when we bring you before a judge, maybe we could talk about how you can be more responsible. We tried to carry. We begged you, and yet we still see guns being stolen from cars. So maybe we need to do something else. Good to see Dr. Pamela West on. And so, I hate what happened this weekend happened. I hate it. I hate that we've had, I saw a mother this week, her son was killed in an incident of gun violence. And all she could do was just cry because you don't realize that what happens is when this goes down, good to see Rita on. Thank you for joining us, Rita. That when you're doing this, it is more than just the combatants in these incidents. It is also the parents of these combatants. They're also affected by this. And we have these fools who drive around shooting in people's houses. Who does that? Shooting in people's houses. And so we will continue to do what we can to give people options, to give people off-ramps. We will continue to be able to do that. But on the other end of it, we're going to hold people responsible. Good to see Jerry Lewis on. Good to see Brother Darnell on. Good to see Vanessa on. But on the other end of it, we're going to hold people responsible. So I know people don't want that, and they're all mad about it and all up in arms. But y'all say do something about it, I'm going to do something about it. And so I'm hoping to get council's consideration. And if you want to have a gun, that's why I saw Tara, and I had to hug this. I had to hug Tara. Looking into her eyes, losing her son to foolishness. And so I want to make sure that we do the things that we need to do to make sure to save lives. So if you're pissed off or you're mad at us, but yet this helps people to live, then I think you being mad at me will be well worth it. I'm trying to make sure as many young people live as possible. Because every single time this shooting comes, here comes the folks. Well, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Well, I mean, we're doing what we can do. And for those who are younger, exercise some control over your kids. If they're in your house, then you need to have some control over it. And so we're going to do what we can do to be able to address those issues. And, people were talking about, we have a gang problem. Gang problem is an easy way out. All right, there's a definition for gang. We have young people that are in the same neighborhood that are friends that are doing stupid and illegal things together. And I mean, and sometimes these parents know what their kids are up to. Not always, but sometimes you know if your kid is living foul. And you're not saying anything because you want to be your kid's friend. But the reality is that you're not being your friend. You're helping your kid to either jail or to an early grave. Now that's not always, so don't y'all turn around and be, he said I'm a bad parent. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that sometimes you know, sometimes you don't know. But if you know, if you suspect, if your child is engaged in things and you know what's right and you know what's wrong, then I need you to help exercise some of that motherly love and some of that fatherly love, because you don't want it to be you. You don't want to be in this sorority that Linda Wilder Bryan is in. You don't want to be in this sorority that Loto is in. You don't want to be in this sorority that Tara Jolly is in. You don't want to be in that. You don't ever want to feel that pain of burying your child. But we know that when you play in those games, when you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And when you're engaged in gun violence, that's what happens to you. And so, we have a village of people, we have a city of people who want to help, who want to be helpful. We want to help. But we don't. But the thing about it is, when it jumps off everywhere. And Dana's talking about the BC versus Jenkins game tonight. What happened? Dana, what happened to the BC Jenkins game? Uh-oh. Dane told me that. Perry, you're right, my cousin. Love begins at home. Love always begins at home. People shouldn't get more love in the street than they get at home. And we know we have a lot of, oh, the replay of last year? Oh boy. See? And then, the foolishness shuts it down for everybody. Was anybody hurt, Dana? I didn't even get any report. Well, I don't even have my phone. Maybe they were trying to call, so. But come on, y'all. Come on. I mean, soon, everybody suffers. And we want better. We deserve better. Our young people deserve better. But when you look at this, what do you see? You see young black men, and now increasingly a lot of young black ladies, more and more involved in gun violence. There was some incident recently where, girls were shooting in somebody's house. Come on, y'all. I was last Thursday at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Dude shooting at somebody, miss and hit somebody else. We got to do better. We got to do better. All right, chat, thank you. Initial reports were a fight at Jenkins' side of the stands. Yeah, it's horrible. Okay. Well, so George said you carry, but you have to leave in your car. All right. So then that's when you get a lockbox, right? Get a safe, and you put it in your trunk. You leave the safe in your trunk, and then you put it in there because it's harder to get into the trunk. That's what you do. So but if you can't, if you go into more places where you can't have the gun, then don't carry the gun. It's crazy. So, um, so yeah, I'm on my. Bishop said I was on fire tonight. But because I'm serious. This thing, I have not chick nor child, but every single time something like this happens, I feel like it was my kid because I feel like this was a missed opportunity that we missed it somewhere, some opportunity to impact someone's choices for them to make a different choice, and sometimes um, to get people to make different choices, you've got to do a different thing. And so, we have to be able to protect them for themselves. They think that they know it all, um, but they don't. It's dangerous. And now they're playing for keeps. Ernestine says she took the door off her son's room when he was in middle school. When he got to high school, he listened to his so-called friends. He had to go. But she thinks she's a good parent. He chose to live that crazy life. He's coaching 10 under football team now. At this, and the same token, the decision he made, the consequences could come back and bite him. That's correct. Thank you, Miss Sadie. I appreciate you. Um, I mean, we have to at some point change this paradigm. I mean, the same people complain about gun violence. The problem is, right when the right person's kid gets shot, then all of a sudden they'll be, oh, we got to do something about this. This is horrible. So, um, oh yeah, my comment was you have a gun box in the car, but you could also have a locked gun box that you leave in your trunk when you have to. Rita, you're right. Um, the fact is that we need to really look at this, but the problem is, um, Rita, is that I mean, every time you talk about guns, it's don't touch my gun. I mean, no, let's have a grown-up discussion. Again, I have guns. You roll up on me the wrong way, you might catch something. I'm law enforcement certified. But the reality is that I realize that my weapon is also a responsibility. And I want people to have guns that are legally able to carry them. I want there to be common gun sense laws. I'm just saying. It doesn't have to be a thing with taking away anybody's guns. I mean, you want to have your guns, have your guns. But let's find ways of making sure that they are not in the hands of people who they don't belong in the hands of. Because almost without question, every shooting that happened last weekend was the result of somebody having a gun that they should not have had, except for one case, I think. Why do you need a gun? I mean, I'm in a position now. I just walk away because I just, I just, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth my peace, and I have to protect my peace. And so, um, I don't want, how many more have to die? I mean, I'm the one. I go to the emergency room when someone's child is affected. I go to these funerals and go to these funeral homes, um, you know, and this is not what you want. It's not what you want. And, we have to do the things that we have to do to keep our young people safe. And there are parents, somebody's on here listening, that you have a young son that you know is involved in some foul stuff. You know they're living foul. You know they're living dirty. You know they are. Now, you might want to try to fool yourself into saying, oh, well, they pick up work. Because they ain't home right now. They in the street. You know that they're into dirty stuff. You know their friends are dirty. You know. Go out and get back what the devil stole from you. Go get your child and save his life. Save his life. Go in the enemy's camp and get him out. And if you have to take the gun from him, then you take the gun from him. And if you need to give it to me, I will come and get it and give you some money for it. And I'm not asking any questions, because to me, it's more important to get the gun out of his hands than where the gun came from. I don't care about that. Joe, you're absolutely right. Let's be equal opportunity. If she ain't living right, if she running with the wrong people, running with the wrong crowd, what you shooting somebody over some dude for? Some dude who's dating somebody else anyway. For what? What's the point? What's the point? What's the point? There is no point. Darnell says, we are Savannah Strong. We must not be divided. Grassroots community engagement. And you are absolutely correct. Because people want me as mayor or Linda as an alderman, that we're supposed to solve all your problems. We can't save your kids from themselves. I mean, I can't. I can't. I'm saying that I never said I was going to be a savior. I said I was going to be a servant. I said that I can't stop people from doing those things. I can provide them off-ramps for those who want to do better. But this is all of us approach. And for those who don't want to do the right thing and those who are insistent on doing the wrong thing, then my expectation is that the district attorney or whomever prosecutes them to the fullest extent of the law and sends them away for a long time until they can come unto themselves and recognize that there is something different that they must do. Glad to have our lupus warrior on, Miss Charlinda Warner, on with her purple heart. She is whooping lupus behind, so it's good to see her. So, I mean, come on, y'all. We've got to do differently. We're not dying from homicide. We're dying from suicide because we're killing ourselves over stupidness. Every time a trigger is pulled, some of our potential goes into the ground. Our future goes into the ground. Good to see you, Monica. Thank you for joining us. It goes into the ground. Tara, I am so sorry, sweetheart. I'm glad I had a chance to hug you yesterday. Tara is joined. Y'all give her some love, please. Tara L. Jolly lost her child. And I'm looking into Tara's eyes yesterday, and I see the pain that is so deep that it's indescribable. Good to see Brother Allen right on. I see that pain because, as I told her, it is so against the will of God. It is so unnatural because our kids should be burying us. And although it pains us to bury our parents, we recognize it's in the natural order of things. But for us to bury our kids is something totally different. And so, Tara, we are loving on you, and the problem is, you're the real victim, and brothers like you are the real victims. And so we're thinking about you, sweetheart. We love you. And what do you say when you don't know what to say? But we're thinking about her as she goes through this situation. And what I've heard is that we you never ever 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 get over that. So, Perry, we thank you so much for that. So, we'll wrap our arms around those parents. Because parents, you're a parent. You raise your children the best way you can, and you hope that when they're older, but once they're grown, they're still your baby, still your child. I'm still I'm still my mama's baby. I'm still my mama's best baby, and I'm real grown, And so, I just wanted to send our love out to her as well. So we're going to continue going hard in the paint. We're going to continue to work hard every single day until there is no more gun violence. And how we're going to do it, we're going to continue to push for responsible gun laws. How we're going to do it, we're going to make sure that those who should not have guns don't have guns. How we're going to do it, we're going to buy guns however we can buy them and get them out of hands of people who should not have them. How we're going to do it, we're going to hold those responsible who are careless about securing their firearms. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But if you're irresponsible in doing that, we're going to bring you before a judge. And if you don't report your gun being stolen, we're gonna hold you responsible for it too. And finally, we're going to continue to work and teach these young people by our own actions that there has to be dignity over drama, and that that there's nothing wrong with walking away. You don't have to go to every fight you're invited to. And I know that when you in the heat of the moment, it's hard to walk away. But we have to teach our children to be able to walk away. And we teach them by showing the walk away. I get invited to a lot of fights, and y'all know I do. But I can't go to all those fights. I can't, because I'll be fighting all the time. Sometimes I just got to leave them in the hands of the Lord and walk away, because I got to protect my peace. My peace is important. My peace. I got to have my peace. Got to keep my peace. So, took a lot out of me. But certainly looking forward to hopefully seeing some of you tomorrow at the services for Corporal Heron. Thank you, Brother Darnell. Again, I'm speaking at First African Baptist Church on Sunday at 10 a.m. If you get a chance to come by, Sunday at 10 a.m., would love to see you. Then also, Monday at 12 noon, I am getting back in the ring to defend my title as servant mayor. I have been working hard. I've been training every single day. I have my head on right. I am focused. I am mission-minded. And I am ready to do this again, and I need your help. I have not been able to do this without you. I would not have made this without you. I would not have gotten this far without you. This city would not be the greatest city in the world without you. And so, therefore, without the Lord's help and without yours help, I cannot do this again. But I'm letting you know that we go in hard, and we go in to win. Dignity over drama. We're going to talk about issues, not people. But don't push me, because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you all being with us. Thank you for indulging me for being a little late. But always glad to have y'all on Friday night live. Here we are, week number 178. It is a wrap. We have done it again. I will see you. Rita, our law enforcement don't do it's against the law, Rita, for our police departments to do drop-off events. However, if you have a gun, and I've told people, you can come on in and you give me the gun. I ain't asking no questions. I'm not asking no questions. We just want the gun off the street. So thank you all so much. May God bless you. Have a great weekend. Stay cool, and let us be Savannah Strong. Good night, everybody.